Howdy, y'all. Looking back at Sun Hydrogen, one of our great rocket stocks that we looked at, that I believe could definitely make stock market millionaires. This stock is currently sitting at 2 cents a share, and it's been staying pretty steady at this pace, given we're not looking to see a whole lot of growth out of this stock just yet. And the reason why it's been a while since I've covered this stock is because this stock is going to have its long spaces out before they have any great news to come out to maybe bolster the stock a little bit, but I doubt it until they actually get off the ground and into production. Now, my last video covers everything that Sun Hydrogen is about. I'll touch base on it a little bit, but if you want to go deeper into it, I'll leave the link for my previous video in the description and also at the end of the video as well, so you can catch up what they're all about. So Sun Hydrogen is a new developer for innovative technology for renewable hydrogen, where they turn a solar panel mixed with water into hydrogen to be able to power a multitude of different things with hydrogen energy. So to go off from there and stem off of that, they have contracted the process group for front end engineering design. So they're looking at a 25 square meter pilot plant. So they're not doing just the small panels anymore. They originally started with a 1 meter square demonstration back at the beginning of this year, and it has been successful, and they were even able to get a higher percentage yield of hydrogen going into the 1 square meter demonstration. So now the Process Group LLC, which is the TPG engineers, the front end going into this 25 square meter, which will be a solid proof of concept hydrogen production pilot plant. So they're starting the building as it stands right now, and it's going to end up making it to where once they get this proprietary photoelectrochemical hydrogen panel technology in this larger scale, it'll mark its first huge full-size production system up to size to be able to show that their mark is actually a solid one, where they're going to be expected to finish this project by July of this year. So with the construction ready to commence now, and once the plant targeted to be fully operational in the late quarter of 2025, means that once it completely finishes, it's going to have at least 15 or more interconnected PEC reactors. That right there is huge, because if they end up doing that, they'll have an active area of almost 2 meters square per set, which will serve as a critical test for all real world conditions, because everybody knows that solar panels only work if the sun is shining. So if it's raining, or if it's nighttime, or even if it's just cloudy in a general area of the country or wherever in the world that they're planning on placing these, how much hydrogen yield are they going to be able to get, and will it be enough to power anything significant enough to increase the part of this company? Which, with the yield that they've been able to get, I think it's going to be a great one, and this company is going to definitely be one to jump into, because while they're in this production phase right now, they're not even in the patent phase. They've already passed the patent. They've already passed and surpassed all of their original prototype testing. So now they're into the real full scale, going into real world conditions. So once they get this off the ground and they end up getting this completed, and it makes all of the markers where they need it to be, where they have a high enough yield, then they can actually go into full-blown production and start selling this product and creating this product for real world and full scale market use. So then this stock is going to just explode. There's no telling where it's going to be, especially with it being in the energy sector. Not only it being in the energy sector of hydrogen, which is going to be a renewable energy for this company, but it's also going to be something that is completely on its own, like a satellite program where you don't need other logistics to make this system work. No trucks, no transmissions involved, no giant power grids, no nothing. Just their setup with a couple of tanks and then a water hookup. And they will have this system set where there's not going to be anything else that can really touch it except for your obvious gray hydrogen, which is created from your natural gas and drilling and other areas of the petrochemical industry. But none of those can be satellite. All of those have to have a huge other setup for logistics for anything that would be under a hydrogen fuel cell. So having the integration of the PEC modules with full balance of system infrastructures with the design and management of fluid systems for electrolyte circulation, mechanical interconnections of system components, mechanisms for safe and effective gas handling of hydrogen and oxygen, because let's not forget, hydrogen is one of the most combustible gases that there is. Even though hydrogen makes up a huge portion of our atmosphere, whenever it is compressed, it is very flammable. So also with completion of the hazard and operability study to ensure that all of this is compliant with all relative safety protocols and engineering standards, then they will 100% be able to soar with all of this. And especially not to forget that they have partnered with Honda and their engineers in trying to bring this system back up online too, because Honda is trying to create a whole new line of hydrogen fuel cell power motors, which if Honda's gotten involved because of their green energy, where they know the direction that they can put out and they jumped in on these people, then you can definitely be rest assured that it's definitely going to be money in the bank. Because right now, this stock is so cheap and it's so easily accessible and it works. The product is shown and been proven to continuously work. So now it's just the waiting period on this large scale production to be built, and then we can get to the market and get to commercializing this ASAP. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video and liked the update. So came back on the rocket stock, and I will deliver continuously on these rocket stocks. I'll end up covering another one later on this week, and then we'll go right back to where we were with the rest of the market, and we'll see how it comes with the talks for China over the weekend. So this is the Stock Warden riding off. So y'all come back now, you hear?